Hello there, welcome back to Roman Empire. Currently we're at war with England and also with its allies and coalition. And it's a very simple war really, we should be able to win both really easily. We destroyed the English army basically before it got anything done. And currently we're just sieging the English provinces, should be very straightforward. Of course I have to remember to go to Sweden to take the port of Åland. And the reason for that is actually really simple. Again, we want to vassalize Finland. I'll probably hand Åland over to them after I've done that. I think I can. Probably can't, since it's Catholic and Swedish, but who cares? It should work. Worst case scenario, I'll just have to core it. And with that said, we'll take the military idea here, the national arsenal. Naval forcing modifier plus 25%. Bigger fleet, always nice to have. Now, we're also getting really close to getting some really nice bonuses. Two more ideas we'll get. First and foremost, we'll get land attrition minus 10%, 50% to land forcing modifier. Maintenance modifier minus 20% too from that, as well as plus 20 to morale. So we'll basically be a more of a military powerhouse after that. But for the time being, we'll just slowly but surely make sure that we do win the war that we are currently waging on Austria. And all I really need to do is just wait, because the Austrians will come to me. And that is the funny part here. They will have to actually come to me in order to solve this, well, debacle, if you will. Again, I think I might need either some more, well, make it easier to core things. Not really easier to core things, but I might need to make it easier to... I need more missionaries if I am to continue annexing vassals, because if not, then the problem that I will have is basically that the religious unity will go down, and I'll get my ass handed to me. All, well, on a long-term basis, that is. But again, England is basically done for. I think I'll just siege the entirety of England, then we'll go to Sweden, because it's easier to just take the entire army and go for one quick smack more so than anything else. I'll also go ahead and actually hire a general, I think. A 6 shocker. That's a nice one. Now, these guys will arrive now, and they will be incinerated by my 6 shocker general. I was hoping, at least. And, well, they beat them, which is the important part. As long as I just keep on beating these smaller armies, it's going to be really easy to win this. Again, most of the enemy's armies are made up of smaller, easier armies to beat. I'm a little bit amazed that they're actually taking Calais here. I'm also a little bit surprised that they're capable of doing that, but it doesn't really matter. I'll be able to deal with that. I do think that I want to send this army to deal with the Utrecht army and also potentially Bosnian and Ulm army, because they kind of need to be stopped. They are in a, well, awkward spot, I guess. I think I'll take the base tax. We have so many military modifiers that I don't need anymore, really. That's basically my thinking there. Oxfordshire has been sieged, and with that, I just need to wait for the mainland here to be sieged, and then we'll go into Ireland and finish that. But I do need to send an army to Sweden. Apparently, I lost because it went through Derby. That's my mistake. That's my horrible error. But Northumberland will be able to deal with that. And apparently, we have a plethora. Didn't I have 2 armies here? Yeah, I did. So we'll just send these guys to reinforce, so we can deal with the Highlands and everything afterwards. Gascogne here got crushed. We'll be sending these guys after, again, these armies. And it should be perfectly fair now to Battle of Derby again. They didn't vanish. Well, that's too bad, but the armies should be able to recover, I hope. Yeah, they'll recover. And we destroyed, or we didn't destroy, we beat one of the armies. We'll beat the second now, the Ulmian army. And the 6 shock general is really making his presence felt. Now, I think with my vassals and everything that these 224 armies should be enough. So I'll actually be sending this one to merry old Sweden, I guess. And we'll be sending these guys, of course, to deal with Calais. So, really, it should be very straightforward. Now, again, yeah, let's just running around right now with like a chicken with head cut off. It's a very simple war to win. All I really have to do is just wait. There's a minus 30 penalty now to coalition war, so that is it's fine. It's not really a concern. It's something we can handle, and as such, I'm not really again too concerned on the specifics. Now, once this army is actually sieged, re-sieged Calais, we'll be moving on. I should probably also have already gone ahead and annexed Aquileia, because again, they are someone that we want to call. They're someone we want to own. And with this, I can now also start the coring of the other province in question, Treviso. Kind of easy, kind of important to get those out of the way, to be perfectly honest here. Now, Austrian armies number in basically 40,000. So again, these two units should be more than enough to handle any troops that could potentially become an issue. So I don't have any concerns anymore. And of course, we will also be marching into England or Ireland and take that very, very soon. I just want to wait for this province here to be sieged. Flanders just left the military coalition against us. Council of Nemours, they are going to start battling the Reformation, so that's going to be fun. But anyways, I'm just going to sit back, and if anything interesting happens, I'll show you. For instance, when I send my troops to Sweden, when I vassalize Finland, and basically things like that. So I should probably also do something with my merchants, but again, I don't have monetary problems right now, so I'm perfectly alright in just waiting. And here now starts the fun train, just destroying small 2,000, 4,000 man armies everywhere. Wonderful. But we'll prepare now for a invasion, per se, of Ireland. And once these troops are actually in Ireland, I'll be Burgundy just joined the collision against me. What the hell? But once my troops are actually in Ireland, we'll be sending these 24,000 men to Sweden to deal with them. And again, it's a really, really funny little project here to just destroy the armies that are currently being obnoxious. Austria will just rack up the war exhaustion, which will make it a lot more fun. And again, I'll be playing mostly just defense, because it's easier that way, more so than anything else. Calais has been re-sieged. Let's send you guys to... No, I want you guys to march into Ulster and murder them. Do it for the glory of the Roman Empire. And funnily enough, the Swedes keep on sending smaller armies to the slaughter, if you will. Let's leave you behind. Let's send you there. Let's send you there. Let's send you guys deal with the remains. Yeah, it sounds pretty horrible when I just call their army the remains, but it's literally just what they are. I might have to send a fleet here to actually block the strait again. Nope, should be perfectly fine and just waiting now. So again, the plan is to send these guys into Sweden, take Stockholm and Åland, and that should probably be enough to, again, grant me the custody, if you will, of Åland. And that is, of course, the goal. I'll keep an eye on the war with Austria, but again, I'm pretty sure it's done. They have a 12,000 man army in Granada. We have 3,000 men here. So it's getting really, really simple to control this into victory, if you will. So with that said, let's just get our troops to Sweden. And again, if there's anything interesting going on, I'll show you, but I don't expect it to be. I think this is basically already done, set in stone. We have won, more or less. So we'll see how this goes. The first battle here will basically be what decides how this war, well, pans out, if you will. Unfortunately, I have to wait with this fleet until I've actually got my troops to Åland, and then I'll send it back home. So let's just split that in two. We'll keep the general in Stockholm because it's going to be hard to defend than an island. So let's just send this army or fleet to recover, more than anything else. And right now we'll just wait because the entirety of England is under siege, and thus it's already over, the war, so to speak. We'll do forced labor here, quantity idea. Building power cost minus 20%. Not really too helpful since I don't build a lot of buildings, but that's my playstyle. I use my points for everything else, basically. But yeah, for the time being, we'll just sit back and wait. And I'm pretty sure that good old Austria will be piecing out with us soon, because again, we have caused them some major problems, and it's not like they're going to get out of this easily. All I really want, of course, is Gers, but there's no reason to make peace until after I've actually ended the war with England. And wow, I did send my fleet away too soon. Can you actually get to the island? Nice. But as I was saying, there's no reason for me to actually end the war with Austria unless they send a doom stack of some description or something else. There's no reason to end it until I've actually finish my other war, since I'll have to release Styria as a vassal. The Parliament did not actually join the coalition war, which is a little bit surprising because they were one of the first members who joined in. That's fine. Serbia is getting well, they're getting trashed, which is my bad. But it's just how things are. Now I'll just sit back and we'll see how this all end up. But judging by the battles here, we have probably dealt Austria some pretty serious blows. Holy Roman Empire is going to be a very interesting mess for some time, I think. And of course that's fun. So it'll be interesting to see how this actually turns out. But as I said, I'll go ahead and just wait, and once we're ready to make peace with everyone, I'll get back to you. Well, we actually got a colony to become self-sustaining here, which is hilarious because I never imagined that to happen. But we do at least have a colony now, which means I can get rid of the mercenaries that were keeping it under control. In terms of warfare, France declared on Burgundy. Not surprising, France is not looking good. It's just the split blob at this point. Basically, I've just handed over the provinces to how I think things are going to go. I'm a little bit unsure what I want to do with in terms of peace deal, but this might be one. Again, I just need to get Ireland in control, but unfortunately, as you can see, it's just a little bit too expensive to make that work, 101%. So I'll have to see. I might go for some other kind of deal, but right now, this might actually be what will happen. War operations, get Ireland just to control, and again here, have that have it so that it can actually march there. Should make things a lot easier. And then I'll just have to take the northern tip and the southern part during next war, which should make it a lot easier. In terms of land here, there's Aberdeen. I can probably just go for this instead. Just get again the Scottish province to make it a little bit, well, better deal. Do we have anything else that's cheap? We have Highlands. Same problem per se. So I think we'll just go for this. It's a fairly good deal in terms of war score, and of course we still have to make peace with Sweden. I'm still waiting for the siege here to finish. Unfortunately, it's really hard to siege an island, apparently. But we're doing really well on the mainland, so I might have to send an army here to just send this army here again, just to help out with the siege of the island, and then we'll go ahead and retrieve it. The army, that is, not the island. We'll not retrieve an entire island. We're not mad. But there we go. We do now have, I think, Åland in our grasp, and yes, they'll give it to us. No questions asked. There we go. Sweden gave it to us, and I can core it, so that's wonderful. That means I will have a nice little bastion in well, the I can't remember what this place is called, but I'll have a bastion in north now for my fleet. Kind of like I have two bastions in the south for the war on the Ottomans. Now, England, it's time to pick you apart, and I think this is the way to do it. I really do. So there we go. England has been kicked in the nuts repeatedly, and I like that because that means it's wonderful. Now, Finland should be very close to accepting an alliance. They will as soon as I'm out of my wars. So let's go ahead here. We'll end the war here. Take Gers, and again, I'll be one vassal above the limit, but that's perfectly alright. Granada will be annexed. We'll start the annexation basically now at once, because again, Castile, just one province that I can take that myself. It'll make me look a little bit better. Same with Armagnac once we're done with that. The truce is running out in 4 years, so we have plenty of time to plan our advance. And other than that, there's not really much to do now. We'll vassalize Finland. We'll wage another war on. We'll wage war on Livonian Order to get some provinces. We'll wage war on Gotland, and all in all, it will be a lot of fun. I think we have a lot of potential in the northern area, so that's good. As I said, we want to probably just get the vassalization and everything out of the way here before we do anything else. Of vassalization, there we go, and I will just have to send a gift here. So why don't we just do that right away? But also, as I said here, I want to annex Granada. They don't have a use anymore. That is the funniest part here. they do not really have a use. They're useless. And again, it's going to take quite a while here to annex Granada. It'll cost me 600 points, and they just take 3 points a. Yeah, so let's see. How are we doing in terms of getting close? March 54. It'll take 20 years. 20 years to annex Granada. And that is basically the only real negative with vassals. But as long as I get most of Europe under control, it should be perfectly alright. And of course, Finland will be vassalized for release goods whenever I really want to. And again, yeah, I think I might just do that now. We're earning enough diplomatic power even with the current scenario. I might get a little bit less than what I can do per se, but it's fine. Styria's only purpose would be... Do I want to create Styria just to piss off Austria? Yeah, we want to do that. Because if I take this gold mine, then boom, Austria is suddenly really weakened. We also cut their land in half, so creating Styria is definitely pretty high up on my to-do list. But I can just wait. I can annex a vassal or two and then get done with that. Scotland is also nearing at the end of its rope. Probably after the next war with England, we will be able to annex Scotland. So we're looking good in that regard. But for the time being, I'll again sit back and relax, and we'll go ahead here and offer a vassalization to Finland, and that will be the end of this episode, I think. So thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and we're finally starting to make some moves that are actually properly interesting. I'll see you around next time. Bye.